Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into it. Interview season's coming. A lot of the congressmen, senators, blue and gold officers, and Academy Liason Officers are doing their interviews remotely or virtually, as you may say. It's over your computer, through your phone, through an attached camera, whatever. So I am going to give you 5 tips on how to ace this interview. I'm not going to tell you what to say. I'm not going to go in any suggested comments or anything like that. I'm just going to give you the 5 basic things that you need to ace this virtual interview. And make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to tell you 2 things that can just blow this whole thing up and ruin the whole experience for you. All right, so let's get into number 1. Number 1 is to check your equipment. Check your connection, check your computer, check your phone, check your attached camera. Make sure that you have the bandwidth, make sure that everything is nice and clear and the audio is nice and clear. The easy way to do this is to use Zoom. Zoom is free. You can hook right into that. You can record yourself and you can see what you look like, how the lighting is, how the sound is, and everything. And most importantly, check your background. Make sure that there's nothing in the background that you don't want anybody to see. We've done interviews where people have had their underwear and their clothes and everything all over the place back there. And of course, being the guy that I am, I said, would you consider yourself a neat person? And of course, the young lady said, oh yes, I'm very neat. I keep my room very tidy. But the back didn't show that. So check everything, check your gear, check your connections, check everything. All right, here we go. Number 2 is to pick a room that is well lit, preferably a window or some light that's in front of you that lights your face, makes you look very clear. You want a room that's quiet. You want a room that's not cluttered, and you want a room where you can actually close the door and separate yourself from the rest of the house and the rest of the people. You want to have a quiet, calm, clear space in order to do your best in your interview. So that's number 2. Number 3. So I am using a camera to record these videos, but it would be the same if I was using a phone. A camera has a lens, like right here, and over here, where you can't see, but right over here is the screen. So a lot of people will talk into the screen, and they will look at the screen like that, and they will not thoroughly engage the people. So you can see by my nose looking over here that I'm not looking at you, and I'm really not talking to you. But if I look here, in a virtual interview, it does look I am engaging you in a one-on-one, and I'm looking directly into your eyes, i.e. the camera lens. So do not look into the screen, look into the camera lens. Okay, here are the 2 items, number 4 and number 5, that can destroy your interview. Okay, you guys ready? I hope you're taking notes. Number 4. Having somebody in the room with you. Now, when my group does interviews, one of the first questions we ask, if the interview is a virtual or remote interview, is there anybody in the room with you? And a lot of times they say, oh yeah, my parents, my mother's over here, or my father's sitting back there. No, nobody is supposed to be in the room with you. Make sure that people are not in the room, ask them to leave, and close the door behind you. The last thing that you need is your mother or your father or your guardian whispering from over here, telling you what to say. Oh, tell them this, tell them that, and slipping you little pieces of paper or whatever. That is embarrassing. And after all, they are not going to the academy. You're going to the academy. They probably can't pass the physical or the CFT. They just can't do it. So they shouldn't be in the room. It should be all you and nobody else. Earlier I said make sure that you look directly into the camera, not into the screen. Don't talk to the screen. Look directly into the camera. A lot of people have a problem that they cannot engage completely with somebody eye to eye. They can't look into a camera. So what they will do is they will look down. and somebody would ask them a question like, where do you want to go? Well, I want to go to the Air Force Academy. And they will completely look down. So I'm sure if you're watching this, you can not see my face. You probably see the top of my head. And you probably can't hear me very well. Or you might because I have a mic on. But most of the time you can't hear very well. This is not engaging. This is engaging. This looks like you're uninterested and you're just not involved in the interview. So the two killers are having somebody in the room with you, having somebody whispering to you, and not looking in the camera. Don't do those things. They will not help your chances. So the key to a successful interview is be prepared. Be in a space where you can control everything around you, your background, the acoustics, who's there, who's not there, and make sure that you're well lit. Number 3, be engaging, look into the camera. And number 4 and number 5 is do not have outside interference, and make sure that you look up and that you talk clearly and engage the people on the other end. So that's all I got today. I think there's 5 important points, and I think you'd be well served if you practice on Zoom and you did those simple things. So good luck, and I hope you get what you want. Bye now.